So Tim, 3-0 today here away at Royston. What a win. How pleased are you with that?
I'm delighted. I'm delighted with the win. It's a tough place to come, which is, when we spoke last after the Barwell Cup game, it's historically been a tough place to come. And Royston are a really solid Step 3 club. They're big, physical, powerful side. They put you under pressure. They've got great delivery from Warner Ely, big lads in the box, and you've got to make sure that you cope with that. I thought first half we were really good. I thought we moved the ball around. The pitch was a bit dry. Could have done with a bit of rain on it to zip it up a bit. But I thought we passed the ball pretty well, and asked them some real questions down the sides a little bit and in behind. But I thought we moved it quite well in deeper areas as well. Changed the point of attack and pass. Got ourselves obviously 2-0 to the good at half time. Jose scores Poacher's goal. That's what he does. To be fair, ball gets flashed across and he's diving in and scoring. And a pretty similar thing. I couldn't quite see whether it was an own goal or one of our lads got a foot on it, but anyway, it was the same sort of ball. It's a free kick round the back and Ethan Sefton volleys it across the face of the goal and it gets scalped into the net, but I couldn't quite see who finished. And then obviously we're having a chat about what happened against Barwell. We're 2 and then 3-0 up, and when we allow them back into the game and they make a real fight of it. So we wanted to learn from our mistake last week and try and make sure that we didn't slip into that trap again. And we were fairly comfortable. They had 1 or 2 chances. Redmond had to come out and block one. One of their front 2 got in, and he's made a decent save. And then obviously it's brilliant for Wakey coming on. Brilliant header. It gives a little nudge and heads it back where it came from into the far corner. Great finish, great cross. Gets to the byline. I think it was Sully. We've been working. We get into them areas so often, and we've been trying to work on a different cross. This one that gets cut out of the near post all the while was frustrating the life out of me against Bromsgrove and Stratford, where we were tearing them apart and getting into great positions, and then hitting the same ball in. You've got to have a different club in your bag. And it's a brilliant dink to the back stick, and Wakey's not a big lad, but he's on the move and he comes in behind their defender and ends a great header across the face of the goal and in. And then we just saw the game out. So I'm absolutely delighted with the win. It's tough to win on the road in any division, and we're undefeated on the road right now. And obviously we've got a real tough game coming up on Tuesday against let's get it right, a huge club in our league, huge support. And they'll be expecting to go really well this year. They've got a brilliant result at Harborough today, so it'll be a tough game. So obviously that's looking forward to Tuesday night.
And as you mentioned, Jose was on the score sheet again today. How pleased have you been with how he's performed in the short time he's been with the club? He's
done well. I mean, the 2 boys from Forest Green have really fronted up well. Obviously scored on his debut at Barwell in the league game when we were down to 10 men, and again it was a striker's finish where he sort of timed his run to perfection from a ball again from Sully that's cut back into his path, and he's made absolutely no mistake from about 10 yards. Today was again a poacher's goal. He's on the move, he's in the 6-yard box, and he's off his feet sliding the ball into the net, early doors as well, so it would have given him some confidence. I thought he worked hard today. I thought that was the most he's put in terms of a shift up front, so defending from the front, trying to keep the ball one side, competing in the air. Listen, he's a young lad, and I know they've got real high hopes for him, but make no mistake, Step 3 football is tough. It's tough, it's physical. There's some really good players at the level, and it'll do him no end of good to come out and play regular football, which he has done so far here, and get used to what he's going to have to get used to when he goes higher up, whether Forest Green in the National League obviously and flying, or whether he steps up into the north or whatever it is. I mean, them levels are a big jump from where we're at, and this is a tough level, so he needs to take that work ethic on board. If you're up front and you can score but you're also a pest, Ian Rush was the best defender in the league in the 80s, and he was a centre forward. He didn't give you a minute's peace. He'd defend against 4 men, and a good striker needs to get his finger out and work up top to make sure you stem the ball's coming into you. So he's done well. So as has young Duggan as well. The 2 of them are carrying the fight at the moment, with Shay Willock suspended.
And a few of the fans may have noticed today, no Chief in the squad, the captain. How impressed are you with how the team managed to perform without having him there?
Well, Chief's injured. He's got a calf strain, so listen, let's see how that pans out. I'm not sure in terms of a time frame. Could be Tuesday, could be Saturday. I ain't sure. We'll see, and that's not my department. That's the physio who will advise me. What we're looking at, and obviously he's an experienced man, experienced player. Good player. So we'll get to the bottom of that. I mean, listen, Niall Timpson's, with all due respect, probably didn't deserve to come out of the team in the first place, but it just transpires that that's the three that I went with. He was very good when he came in. He's 6'4", he's quick. He was talking and organising. I was watching him closely. Bhavan Ganga looks a really good player, blistering quick, strong. Very, very springy in the air. He's a really good player. Young Will Merritt's done brilliant from Forest Green as well. He's 19 going on 29. So that back three did really well today. I thought Dugmore worked really hard up and down on the right, and Ethan was getting forward. Miles Moore were encouraging him, and he obviously sets the second goal up. And when he bombs forward on that side as well, he looks a real threat. I mean, he's a powerful man. And coming in round the back and in the duels higher up the pitch, he's good, and he's got good pace as well. He can get back in. Obviously, Stos and Perry holding the fort in there, and then the two tens were Ungandu and Sully, and then when Wakey came on, he gets his goal. So, but yeah, listen, the Chief's obviously been a big player at this place for a bit, but when you see the young kid come in and play like that, then I ain't got to have a sleepless night on a Friday when we ain't got him.